Most US listed Chinese stocks are down. NIO is down 9.72%. This is Friday, the 10th of October, 2025. Regular session. Intraday low for NIO is 6.66. Okay, let's see what we have going on here. Underlying trend on the 4-hour chart is a strongly bullish one. However, the stock was actually declining before now. It was started to contract its expansion. Which expansion would that be? But it is a contraction. As of Wednesday the 8th, that was when it began. So the whole of yesterday was a down day for the stock, and today as well. And the extrapolation is saying that it's going to continue up till Monday, the 20th of October. Then we may have an uptrend. No guarantee that that will be the case. Projections are saying 6.85, 6.67. Those are downward projections. Before now, we had 7.84, 7.27, some 8.19, 8.41. Price pressure momentums, they're all severely bearish now. Yeah, all severely bearish. Yeah, everything. Okay, some positive derivatives indicating that people are trying to reverse the trend. Yeah. Okay. As a matter of fact, is actually saying that it might begin to bounce, and it might attempt to bounce by Monday, by the post market session on Monday the 13th. As a matter of fact, but not meaningfully. It may get rejected and uh, print a down leg again. Okay, let's see what we have on its daily chart. Yeah, same thing as well. Lower prices expected to keep printing up till the 6th of November. Then there might be an attempt to bounce, but it's not extrapolating any bounce, any meaningful bounce. We have down projections 6.03, 6.32, 6.79, 8.06, $9, 9.58. Lower prices are sorry. Price pressure momentums are all okay with the on the 10-day moving average. It's severely bearish. Positions opened 10 days ago are no longer in profit. However, the derivatives are positive, though fractional, indicating yes, people are buying the dip. The 10, 21 day moving average is still trending, even though the stock is trading below it, because positions opened 21 days ago are still in profit. So it just tells you that this weakness hasn't gone that far, but it's going just getting there, gradually getting there. Derivatives equally positive. So it is. If let's see, if it reverses course, this are the some of the the figures you need to be watching. One has to be watching. These price pressure momentum values, but as things stand right now, since the trajectory is to the downside, we can rely on this value. For instance, if it were on the way up, we could say, yeah, it's time to buy, but it's on its way down, so it's not. It's time to observe to see where we're going to. So a lot is going on. Let's listen to what's going on with to Neo stock and indeed the company.
U.S. listed shares of Chinese companies fell sharply on Friday after President Donald Trump warned of a massive increase in tariffs on Chinese imports, reigniting fears of renewed trade tensions between the world's two largest economies. The sell off hit a broad range of China based firms, from tech giants to EV manufacturers, and NIO was among the most actively discussed stocks of the day. Despite the market wide decline, NIO continued to trend in online trading communities as investors debated how geopolitical risks could affect its long term growth and profitability. Tariffs and market pressure. Trump's comments rattled sentiment across the EV sector, with traders worrying that new tariffs could disrupt supply chains, increase production costs, and limit exports to Western markets. While most Chinese ADRs saw steep drops, some investors argued that NIO's diversified operations and localized strategies, including assembly partnerships and new market entries, could cushion part of the blow. Analysts note that the EV maker has been actively exploring global expansion, most recently signaling potential moves into smaller international markets like Armenia, a possible gateway for NIO to test its European and Eurasian logistics and support networks. Battery swap advantage and profitability debate. Amid the macro uncertainty, community discussions zeroed in on NIO's battery swap technology, a key differentiator in the crowded EV space. The company's expanding network of swap stations across China and its pilot stations in select overseas regions has become central to the bullish narrative. Supporters argue that the battery as a service model gives NIO recurring revenue and strengthens customer loyalty, setting it apart from rivals like Tesla and BYD. Critics, however, question the profitability of maintaining such a capital intensive infrastructure, especially under mounting trade and economic pressures. Investor sentiment mixed but volatile. Social media and retail trading forums reflect a mixed but volatile sentiment. Bulls point to strong delivery data, robust demand for new models such as the Envo L90 and ES8, and positive technical signals suggesting momentum may continue once the broader market stabilizes. Bears highlight ongoing risks, from potential market manipulation and executive turnover to uncertainties in leadership and capital needs if trade tensions escalate. Technical and price action outlook. Despite macro headwinds, NIL's technical indicators have drawn renewed attention. Traders note that the stock has been holding key support levels and could see a short term rebound if broader risk sentiment improves. The bullish camp remains vocal about new potential price targets, speculating that institutional upgrades or positive delivery data could offset some of the negative geopolitical overhang. Still, seasoned investors warn that tariff escalation could weigh on valuations across the Chinese EV sector, especially if cost structures or export timelines are disrupted. Bottom line, NIO remains a focal point of investor discussion, caught between impressive delivery momentum and rising macro risks. The company's technical strength and international ambitions keep long term bulls engaged, but short term volatility tied to trade policy and internal restructuring is likely to continue. As traders digest both geopolitical developments and the company's ongoing operational shifts, NIO's performance will serve as a barometer for broader sentiment toward Chinese growth stocks in an increasingly uncertain global environment.
Okay, so this is what's going on. This is the order books. You can see it is very active, and also liquid. Going by the fact that we have orders at various prices, indicating that the market is entertaining. Well, at the moment, entertaining mostly the aggressive hands. Yeah, because we have these other orders they're not going through. So even if they are placing their orders and they're not going through, yeah, they're not participating. They're just in the sidelines. So it's aggressive. The aggressive hands that are in charge. As I mean, that's usually the case. So, but it doesn't mean that it's not that liquid. It is liquid. Yeah, it is liquid. Going by the volumes we are looking at here, we can see that yeah, very decent amount of volumes going through. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. Just see what you make of NEO stock, and thank you very much for watching this video.